It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the spotlight's on Devontae Parker. He got to the century mark in receiving last week with a pair of scores. It's the Patriots and the Packers. All that and more coming up next.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second down, another shot for Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. A time for Mac Jones and his Patriot offense to take the field. Jones now in his 2nd season since being selected 15th overall in 2021.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And some space here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run again with Harris. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
But you got to to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Folks' kick is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. On second down, it's Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. Got a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, this is Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Harris. And they'll get him down short of first down, right on the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 27-yard attempt here. Folks' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sport. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Patriots to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On a move past the 40. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. From the 27, Rodgers. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw, it's Rodgers. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Hunter Henry brings it in. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go play action here on 1st down. Open man, the tight end Henry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mac Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that makes the score 21-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Trucks over him. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Pats, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.